Good morning. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. So today we're just going to do our daily reading. It's Wednesday. Um, I do believe these are kind of timeless. If you feel like when you come across it, it should resonate with what's going on in the current. I'm using the Light Seer today. I haven't picked this deck up in a while. I've just reacquainted myself with it this morning. So I do know, though, I didn't have time to put everything back in order, and they're flippy floppy. I don't read reversals, so I'm not sure why they got flippy floppy, but sometimes that happens. But I don't want to, not going to read reversals. So sometimes I do, depending on how they come up reverse. If it's like one card that happens to be that way, sometimes I think it's meant to be that way. What do we need to know today? Okay, current situation, please. Strength, present influence. Moon, future influence. Emperor, do we have enough majors right there? Okay, what we don't see. Five of Pentacles, what we need to watch for. Nine of Cups, unexpected today. Ten of Swords. Ooh, we'll have to ask more about that. Challenge today. Four of Wands, Strength. High Priestess. Trust your intuition, man. Where does this lead? Two of Pentacles, advice. And where after that? Six of Pentacles. What do we need to know more about that Ten of Swords? And I'm not going to read it right now, but Three of Wands, Eight of Wands, Death. I'm just looking at the cards I used to clarify that 10. Okay, let's get into this. It's there's this, I'm going to be honest, like I'm getting this super sad feeling. The Six of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. With the Four of Wands sitting there in our challenge and that Ten of Swords, it's really making me sad. And I think, okay. Okay, I'll start and then we'll just get into it. So, wow. The Strength is our current situation. I feel like this is about wearing two faces. Which face is showing today? Is it you wearing two faces? Is it someone else wearing two faces? I feel like it might be you. And that doesn't mean like you're trying to be fake or anything, so don't take it that way. There are times where we need to show our strength, and there's times where we need to say, I need help and I'm not strong right now. I feel like this card is about that. There's a pull to me about I need to be, I'm telling you, I can't stand these nails. I'm taking care of it. There's a feeling to me that it's just really, I feel like you think you need to be strong, and you do, like, because that's important, but at the same time it's also important to know when you're not strong, that when you do need help. And again, we have this in what you don't see, the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is all about not seeing the help that's available to you. So I feel like that you have more. I almost just start crying. Like, I'm really sad. But I don't think it's sad that there's a bad thing happening. I feel like it's more a feeling. And I feel like with this in what you don't see, and not being, and knowing that this tells me you're trying to be strong, but this tells me you need to look for the help that's out there, which is why I came up with, and the picture itself. It's like you're wearing, wearing two different sides, and we have to remember that part of being strong is also being able to admit when we need help, or that when we are sad, or when we're having a hard time. That's part of it. So just keep that in mind. So the present influence is the moon, and I feel like that's exactly what this is things are just not clear right now. And that's why that's why you're like, do I be strong, or do I, don't, what do I do? I'm not clear about the situation, and it's very unclear to me about this situation. I am actually going to use the runic to clarify. I'm going to shuffle these a little bit as I'm talking. So the Emperor is in the future influence, and I feel like that's kind of taken back control, I do. This does lead to more balance in things, but I feel like there's something here where you're not seeing things as clearly as you should, especially too with that Four of Wands sitting in the challenge, and the Nine of Cups, what to look for. I feel like that's partially what it is. So I need help on this reading. I feel very I feel like this is fleeting. We do need to focus on our intuition. And this too, the strength with the High Priestess is not just intuition. It's also, to me, about knowing that you're being guided. And we talked about this yesterday, I believe. I think. Or real recent. Know that you are being guided, and you... Spirit probably has higher plans for you, or different plans, or different lessons to be learned, or this is a lesson to be learned, or something of that effect, right? Because that's what our lives are all about, is lessons, right? Oh my gosh. But stop it with the lessons. I'm done with the lessons. I want to clarify this moon card. I just want one. Tell me more about the moon. One card, please. So this is interesting. So the Knight of Wands is our advice. And the Knight of Wands came up to clarify. They're facing each other. So yes, you are unclear about what's happening, but I feel like it has to do with something, some kind of really passionate energy. This could be somebody, by the way. This definitely could be somebody. This Knight of Wands, I feel like, is different because it's advice. But this is saying that, yeah, there is some deeper passion here that you're super unclear about. And yeah. And I feel like with that Emperor, can you give me a card for the Emperor and future influence? And that's the Ten of Cups. So I would say, actually, this is relationship, that there's something here with someone, definitely. And I think, like, understanding this situation, you need to understand it. That's that moon sitting there. It's just so unclear. The Nine of Cups isn't what to look for. I mean, come on, like let's look for that joy. What's happening here? Why are we focused on that Five of Pentacles and not asking for help when there's something that we need to be celebrating? And And I think that it's just around the corner because of this emperor being in the future influence, clarified with the 10 of cups being, a celebration, something good is coming in. It could be definitely a relationship. um, I do want to know more about this. I just want one card too on this 10 of swords, because I just want to make sure. um, that's interesting. So the 10 of swords says, okay. So pulled 3 cards. So we have the 10 of swords here. And if you look, it just feels kind of sad. Like she's by herself looking out there. And we have the 3 of wands, 8 of wands, and death. So I feel like there's something that's coming in that's going to transform and change. When I see the death and the 10 of swords together, I get a little bit weird. Sometimes I see that as a real problem. I'm not going to tell you what I see it as sometimes, but my first inclination was that, which would not affect everybody. But I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't want anyone to think anything weird. And, this is a reading. This is a tarot reading for entertainment purposes only. I got to say that. So, but now that I'm looking closer, 3 of wands, things are happening. 8 of wands, the messages are coming in, and there is a transformation here, that's why something has to come to an end. What is that something? And it's surprising. I feel like that something is being independent. Like there is a feeling to me that either a partner comes in business wise, or a partner, love partner, or something. It's like you don't have to be independent anymore. Now, 2, I'm looking at this as going, I am I supposed to be strong or can I be weak? If I ask for help, is it going to be there? But this tells us that, you don't have to do it alone, the 10 of swords. And I think that's what's going to be unexpected today. Yeah, the aloneness, you're going to have realization there. And that's what's unclear right now. Okay. Feeling better about things. But I do want to know more about this 4 of wands in our challenge, because there's a celebration. It's interesting to see why that would be a challenge. I got judgment clarifying it. And judgment's like a new beginning, right? And a 4 of wands is about celebrating, and they look really happy. I love this 4 of wands. I absolutely love this 4 of wands. So as a challenge, there is, you're going to have trouble celebrating something. And I don't think it's the challenge is the celebration. It's something new is starting, or being reborn, or you're feeling a little renewed. But I think that it's being cautious. The 4 of wands is being cautious about being overexcited about something, or you don't want to get disappointed. And again, the high priestess, really you're being guided. That's in our strength. Like, know that. And know that our intuition does matter. Listen to your heart. Listen to the when you get the little skin crawls and the little epiphanies, like, where did that come from? Those are important. So where does this lead? It's the 2 of Pentacles. I feel like this will lead to a little bit more balance in your life, and you'll feel a little better about things in general. I feel like also it will allow you to focus on what you really need to focus on. That's what I feel like it is. There's going to be some kind of focus coming in. With the 6 of Pentacles following that, I feel like that's really about, being together. So something coming in that's going to make you feel like part of the team, an equal give and take. I don't feel like this 6 of Pentacles is about one person giving more than the other. This one in this deck speaks to me of equal give and take, sharing, When you have more in your pocket, you share. When someone else has more in their pocket, they share, whatever that is. It doesn't have to be monetary. It can be anything. Usually with the six of coins, it is monetary. Like you've earned enough to, but it's not like when I do a reading overall. It's usually though about something that's important to you. So that would be a relationship that's important to you, like a spouse, someone you're living with, boyfriend, girlfriend. It could be family. It can be, having to do with your home, and it can be work. Usually it's something like that. It's not necessarily, and when I say those things is because the six of pentacles or the pentacles are about being grounded, usually about your home and money and your worth, right? And um, so when I see that, I kind of look at it in that area, but that doesn't mean it's just about your monetary. It's about those things that are important to that growth, that home. You're the I want to read the book because they have those little sayings. But the Knight of Wands, I love this card. And I think it's a reminder to sing your own tune. Be true to yourself. When I see her, she's being true to herself. She's alone. Her horse is dancing in the background. She's playing her drum. She's happy. She's excited. And there's no one else around her. And that's the reminder to me about really making sure that you're good, and enjoy you and the things that you do, regardless if they're with somebody or not with somebody, by the way. It doesn't really matter. But let me read the little, I love these little sayings. There's like in this booklet, there's, oh man, this light. Whoa, bad light. There's these little sayings down here. Anyway, hard to see. In the pursuit of the imagined, I manifest this fire with the infectious feelings of inspiration. And know that too, that how you act is infectious to other people. Your attitude, how you feel about things is going to affect others. So let's do since I've got all these decks sitting here, let's look at the Edgar Allan Poe just for three things. What else do we need to know beyond this or other than this or anything? And then I will pull what's the best thing today, because I just love to see that. Okay. Three cards, please. What else do we need to know? What's important? Oh, I got these upside down. Six of Wands, Page of Wands, and Death. So that tells me, yes, there is going to be some kind of recognition that's going to come in from the Page of Wands, which to me is usually a message, and the Death is going to be, it's going to cause a change. So I feel like if there's someone you need to reach out to, go ahead and do that, because maybe you need to recognize something. Or you could get a message back from somebody or a message from somebody that kind of gives you recognition as well, which will kind of cause a renewal feeling. To me, that's what that is. And then one more card, please. What's the best thing today? The best thing. Five of Wands. I got the whole book here. Let's look at the Five of Wands, because that's curious. I mean, Five of Wands is about conflict and things, and a lot of times these are all the same, but chaos, struggle, disagreements, conflict, competition, battles, tension, strife. If this is the best thing that happens today, I would say that something good comes out of a conflict, right? So if there is a conflict happening, that there's going to be a good resolution. And I don't like leaving that with the best thing for today. So give me one more card on that. Yeah, I feel like a conflict is coming to an end because we got the Ten of Wands. And I'm not going to read any further into the Ten of Wands, only that it's the end of the suit. And that tells me that there's going to be a conflict that comes to an end, and that's going to feel really good today. So whatever that looks like to you. And so there you have it. Please hit the like button and give me a comment. Appreciate all of the things, and I'll talk to you real soon. Have a great day.